On this day in history, on September 4th, as Pope of the Catholic Church, Saint Boniface I ended his pontificate on September 4th, 422. During his tenure, he worked to uphold the papacy's authority in the face of attacks from the early church. Pope Celestine I took over as his successor during a time when church doctrine was being developed. After Odoacer's army invaded Rome on September 4th, 476, Romulus Augustulus, the last Western Roman emperor, abdicated. According to tradition, this marked the end of the Western Roman Empire and the start of Europe's Middle Ages. The change in power signaled an important sea change in European history. During his journey of the New World, navigator Henry Hudson first came upon the island of Manhattan on September 4, 1609. The construction of what would become New York City and subsequent European colonization were made possible by this discovery. Part of Hudson's quest to find a northwest passage to Asia included this voyage. Mestizos, or group of 44 Spanish-speaking settlers, founded Los Angeles on September 4, 1781. They founded the city in what was then referred to as the Bay of Smokes, or Bahia de las Fumas. The settlement served as the catalyst for the growth of Southern California's largest metropolitan area. At its annual conference in Manchester on September 4, 1861, the British Association for the Advancement of Science recommended standardized units of electrical measurement. To standardize electrical measurements, the volt and the ohm, named for Alessandro Volta and George Ohm, respectively, were introduced. The advancement of scientific and industrial applications depended heavily on this progress. General Robert E. Lee launched the Maryland Campaign on September 4, 1862, leading 50,000 Confederate soldiers into Union territory. The goal of this major military operation during the American Civil War was to move the fighting into the states in the North. The crucial Battle of Antietam served as the campaign's climax. On September 4, 1888, George Eastman patented the first roll film camera and introduced the Kodak brand name. This innovation revolutionized photography by making it more accessible and convenient for the general public. Eastman's invention played a key role in the popularization of amateur photography. Governor Orville Faubus of Arkansas sent the National Guard to Little Rock's Central High School on September 4, 1957, to prevent 9 black pupils from enrolling. A national crisis was caused by this act of resistance against desegregation decrees, which prompted government intervention to uphold civil rights. The incident was a turning point in the American fight for school integration. The George Stevens directed picture Swing Time, starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, was released by RKO Radio Pictures on September 4, 1936. The movie is praised for its dancing scenes and musical passages, which solidify Astaire and Rogers' legendary collaboration. It's still a beloved example of musical film from the 1930s. The Beatles' Help single peaked at number 1 on the charts on September 4, 1965, and remained there for 3 weeks. Part of their 5th studio album, this song is praised for its lively and catchy melody, and has become one of the band's defining songs. It was another significant turning point in the Beatles' legendary career. At the Munich Olympics on September 4, 1972, the US 4x100-meter medley relay team broke a world record with a time of 3 minutes and 48.16 seconds. In addition to setting a record, this accomplishment made Mark Spitz the first athlete to win 7 gold medals in a single games. One of the swimming competition's highlights was the team's performance. At the Munich Olympics on September 4, 1972, the US 4x100-meter medley relay team broke a world record with a time of 3 minutes and 48.16 seconds. In addition to setting a record, this accomplishment made Mark Spitz the first athlete to win 7 gold medals in a single games. One of the swimming competition's highlights was the team's performance. The final meeting between future Hall of Famers Mordecai Brown and Christy Mathewson took place on September 4, 1916. Brown's Cubs were defeated 10-8 by Mathewson's Reds, giving him a 13-12 advantage in their 25 meetings. This game served as a fitting conclusion to a legendary pitching duel. American actor Kevin Costner was born in Jonesboro, Arkansas, on September 4, 1978. Costner, who is well known for his parts in movies like Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard, has had a lot of success in both acting and directing. He is now a well-known character in American movies because to his profession. The fictitious Star Trek communications officer Nyota Uhura was born in Nairobi, Kenya on September 4, 2179. As a character on the Venerable series, Uhura is honored for her contribution to the breaking down of gender and racial barriers in television. In science fiction, her persona has endured as a testament to variety and advancement. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting historical stuff and intriguing stories from the past.